Eastern PA Weather Authority Meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for August 18th, 2016. For your Thursday, we're going to have some leftover showers early on. This will be very early on, and then we're going to have clouds giving way to partly cloudy skies this afternoon. I don't expect it to be an all-day thing where we're dealing with these clouds, so it should clear out, then going to mostly clear overnight. As we go over to, I'm going to go over to a different vantage point, just show you what we're looking at. This is the batch of precipitation that moved through overnight and gave us some light rain and some moderate rain, of course, further south. But this is starting off here at about midnight. I'm going to move this forward just to show you what is going up through about 5 a.m. So you see it's moving away. Once we get to 5 a.m., it's mostly in our eastern section. So I can't rule out an early shower for the far eastern areas. It's going to be isolated at this point when most of you are waking up in the morning. But this will be still have clouds lingering with it, and then these clouds are going to increase or decrease from west to east today, and then we're going to have the sun come out by late morning or the early afternoon hours at the absolute latest in the far eastern section. So I don't think it's going to be too bad of a day, just starting off a little on the damp side and then getting better progressively throughout the day. As we go forward from this point, we're going to go into the day here. Now, this is looking at later in the day on Thursday. Again, there's nothing really going on here, so we're expecting that clearing to take place and move everything out of here. Then we go to mostly clear skies overnight with no precipitation in the area. Winds will be calm today. Still kind of out of the northwest, maybe west-northwest today, but still a lower humidity day because of that. So we're going to have the temperatures go up to the mid-upper 80s today for most locations. And then we get into Friday, we're going to increase those temperatures even more. Here's a look at Friday now. Mostly sunny skies as high pressure is influencing the area, so any precipitation is well west of their coverage area, and temperatures will make a run at 90 in a couple locations, so we're within the coverage area here on Friday. As we get to Saturday, pretty much of the same thing. We're going to have a little bit more cloud cover introduced, but I still think there's more sun than clouds here on Saturday. Maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but the chances are really low here, so not expecting this to be any widespread by any means, just maybe an isolated, very isolated, stray pop-up shower or storm later in the day here on Saturday. This mess out here is the cold front that's going to be coming through later Sunday. Still some timing differences with this, though. We don't know if it's going to be coming in later in the afternoon on Sunday. Here's a look at Sunday evening where this cold front is back here, and then you have the low pressure, of course, that's attached to, that's sitting way up to the north. So there will be scattered showers and thunderstorms out ahead of it. The question is it just going to be affecting our western areas during the daylight hours, or is it going to be moving a little bit further east? So we still don't know the timing of that. The GFS is a little bit faster and brings those showers and storms all the way up to the farther eastern sections by late in the day, Sunday. So the difference between the two makes a difference if you have an entirely dry weekend, at least during the time when you're outside during the day, or this waits until late evening or overnight. That's still in question. We're going to narrow down that time frame when we get a little bit closer. And of course, if this speeds up a little bit and it does come in late afternoon or early evening, we could be dealing with some stronger thunderstorms with some straight line winds, a concern with that actual cold front, because this is a very powerful cold front. We've been talking about this for the last couple days. A lot of cool air coming in behind here. Now, this is not going to be incredibly cool, though, because while we'll be that out here, when we get out here in the plain states, out here, it'll be pretty cool, but it's going to be running into a ridge in the northwest Atlantic here, so that's going to not only slow this down a little bit, but it's also going to allow this air mass to moderate once we get to Monday. So I don't think it's going to be a super cool air mass because of that ridge being in place, that warm air being in very close proximity over the northwest Atlantic. So this, even though the high pressure is sitting right over top of the area here Monday, Tuesday, and probably Wednesday of next week, we're looking at cooler temperatures, near to slightly below average temperatures, but not really cool. So we're not getting back into the 70s here unless you're getting up into the Poconos. You will have some 70s for highs up here in these areas up here, but elsewhere you're still getting into the 80s. For highs, but that's still a refreshing change. And of course, this is accompanied by low humidity as well. So it's baby steps. This time of year, where we're still in August, we're still expecting to have hot temperatures. Not as incredibly hot as it was, say, end of July, but it's still going to be hot. And if we can get some lower humidity days with temperatures near normal or slightly below, we'll have to take it for now until we get into the fall when we start getting more 60s and 70s for highs and a little bit more refreshing yet. But for now, still low humidity, so not that bad as we head into early next week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority Meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for August 18th, 2016. Have a great Thursday.